I just turned that bag into money. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is currently Friday, July 5th. I am Lucas, and thanks for clicking on my video today. Currently out yard selling. There's not a lot going on today. I'm going to guess the holiday has something to do with that. I just left my first sale. Also, I should note, my backpack clip didn't come in, so we're going to be stuck in the car for footage. But I went to one sale, and I knew I shouldn't. Like, I woke up early, like, made sure to be there at 8, and I knew I shouldn't worry about it. They had Game Boy games. There was just, in the picture on Craigslist, there was just a gigantic Ziploc bag filled with Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games. And then there were a couple systems, but I couldn't see a price, and obviously I didn't put the price on Craigslist. And I got there, and they wanted $75 for the bag of games. And there were there were like 3 Mario games in there, a Mega Man, a Sonic, a couple Kirby games. And they had written on the Ziploc bag, you know, like $75 for all, $84.62 worth of games. So they went through on eBay and looked up every single one of them, which is fine. Like, that's their prerogative. That cuts out most of their audience, if you ask me. And then the 2 consoles, they wanted $20 for one and $40 for the other. It's crazy. And then they had one bag that had some authentic Tamagotchis in it, and they wanted $25 for 2 of those, which probably wasn't bad. One was Tamagotchi and one was like Nano Pets or something like that. I don't remember. But they wanted $25 for both, and when you flip them over, it said they had put a piece of masking tape on the back of it that just said eBay $20, eBay $40, or something absurd like that. And I was just like, just take that off. Like, stop doing that. And then they didn't have much else. They wanted $20 for a TI-83 calculator, which is what it's worth. So, of course, all the stuff that was good for me was marked really high. Everything else was like 50 cents, $1, 10 cents. The problem is they didn't have anything else worth buying anyway. So this is a long intro about a sale that you guys didn't get to see. There's only like 4 more that I'm going to be hitting today. So yeah, I will report back to you after the next sale. So the second sale that I went to was a complete bust, but this third sale I stopped at, I did buy 2 things. I spent $5 on this copy of Simpsons Season 17 Blu-ray. It's brand new, factory sealed. It's got like the slipcover and stuff. I mean, it's factory sealed, so it's brand spanking new. One sold pre-owned for $22, so I might try and list this for $25, $30 maybe. Probably $25, just to be safe. And then I also got this Sony Blu-ray player for $5. It comes with its remote. Obviously, I'm gonna have to test it and stuff like that, but I have plenty of HDMI cables I can throw in with this. The weird thing is it's in a Samsung box, but it's got the styrofoam insert, so honestly I might just ship it in this box. I don't know yet, but one just sold with the remote for $49.99. So hopefully I can sell it for close to that mark. So spent $10, and hopefully I can turn it into about $75 with 2 listings. So that would be nice. I got a few more to hit, and I think they're a little bit further away, so I will see you guys after the next sale. All right, everybody, we're back at the apartment now. I came out here on the patio to sit with my dog, but he decided he'd rather just lay on the inside of the door. I'm gonna continue sitting out there, even though it's super hot. So the last sale that I went to, I bought 5 Lululemon headbands for $5, $1 a piece. Probably shouldn't have, but it's whatever. And then I heard the mom and her daughter talking about how she needed to drag her Harry Potter stuff out. And that caught my attention, so I asked her, I said, hey, like, what's the situation on the Harry Potter stuff? Because her daughter had went inside to find it. And she said, oh, she's got a bunch of stuff, some wands and I think a costume and stuff. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll just wait around and see what she pulls out. And she pulled out some wands, and she wanted $10 a piece for the wands. and they weren't like the really really nice ones that can bring like $30 to $40 a piece. But she did bring out this bag, and for those of you that don't know Harry Potter, this is Hermione Granger's bag. I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd. It's Hermione Granger's bag. She has it in the Deathly Hallows movies. And what it is, it's an endless bag. So she just puts like tents and like all their supplies and stuff in here. Like it never fills up. So I humored myself and looked it up on eBay and saw some really really good comps. And she was asking $20 for it, and I walked out and I only paid $15. And now in my mind, I paid $20 for this and got 5 Lululemon headbands for free. So you're probably wondering what the comps were on this. And I think this is the Noble Collection version of the bag. Actually, I'm pretty, 99.9% sure this is the Noble Collection version of this bag. It opens up really wide. It's got all these beads and stuff on it. It's got like this tassel thing down here. There are some loose threads that I'm going to have to take a lot of pictures of and really put in the description. But 2 sold for $200 a piece, and 1 went to auction and sold for $266. So with free shipping, which this thing's going to go really light. I'm going to ship it priority so I can put insurance on it if it sells for that much. The other perk is I don't think there's one of these actively listed on eBay, and those sold like in the middle of June, so they sold pretty recently. I don't think there's an active one of these on eBay, so I'm going to list high. I figured I could get $200 for it. I'm going to list it at $250 and see if we get any takers. So really good find on a day that there just weren't very many yard sales, and don't be afraid to ask about stuff if you hear them talking about something. Let's see what happens tomorrow. I think it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, and I know there's not a lot of sales planned again tomorrow, but yeah, if there's some sales, we'll go to it. If not, we'll do some stuff in the eBay room and try and get it more organized and get some stuff listed. I'm going to go list this right now. Maybe it'll sell within 24 hours, and we'll get this on this episode. So, all right, everybody, it's currently Friday night now. I just got home from work, but I wanted to give you guys an update on the bag, the Hermione bag. I listed it at like noon, and I start getting ready to leave for work around 2 o'clock. And right as soon as I stood up to start getting ready for work, I got a notification on my phone that this thing sold for full asking price of $269.99. So it was on eBay for 2 hours. I'm going to pack it up tomorrow morning and get it shipped out of here. It's only going to Pennsylvania, which is great. I thought maybe it might end up in the UK, which wouldn't be too bad. That means I only have to ship it to Kentucky, but still. Yeah, it was on eBay for 2 hours. This is probably my highest, quickest sale, because even the Beatles Pop Funko figures that I sold for $400, they were on there for a couple days, so really good find right there. I can't believe it. I was absolutely shocked. I wanted to record my reaction right after it sold, but like I said, I started getting ready for work right after that. So, yeah, I think the plan is to wake up in the morning, and instead of going out to sales, because there's only like 2 or 3 more sales than there were today, and I already hit up like half of them. So instead of going to sales, we're going to take care of my death pile that's kind of accumulated here, as well as some stuff that are on these shelves. A lot of the stuff isn't listed, so I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna pack up some orders. I think I've got 8 orders that I need to ship out tomorrow, and yeah, and then I'll kind of show you guys my system for how I list things. So yeah, so I'll see you guys in the morning. I'm gonna take it easy tonight. Alright, everybody, it's about 10 in the morning on Saturday. Like I said, I decided not to go to sales, but I don't think it ended up raining. It seems like it's kind of sunny out, but it's whatever. I've actually got 10 things that I need to pull and pack up, so we're going to do that real fast. I'm going to show you how I pack this Hermione bag, and then I'm going to kind of show you my system for how I photograph and list stuff. I'm going to take this morning and try and get some of this taken care of. So yeah, let's pull some orders. All right, first up we got this pair of Nike running shoes. I picked these up at a yard sale for $2, and they sold for $19.94 plus shipping. We've actually got 3 games to pull from this stack, so we're going to do it all at once. and I paid 50 cents for each of these games. But we sold Super Mario Bros. We sold Fallout 3, and conveniently right there we sold Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. Like I said, I paid 50 cents for these. I sold Monkey Ball for $5.94. I sold Fallout 3 for $4.94, and New Super Mario Bros. For $14.95. And all three of those had free shipping. It's been a Harry Potter kind of day, I guess, because I sold this Hagrid plush. That's new with tags, made by Gund, or Goond, however you say it. And he sold for full asking price of $19.94 plus shipping. Sold this Magic Jack for the second time. I took an offer of $18.50 for it. I just decided it would be best to get it out of here. So I paid $3 for this at a yard sale. Or an estate sale, sorry. Of course, next is the Hermione bag that we already talked about for $269.99. Sold this Mobigo Learning 2 system. I paid $7 for this at a yard sale, and it sold for $29.94 plus shipping. And this will be easy. This will just go in a padded flat rate because this hard case will take care of everything else. And then last but not least, I gotta find it here. I'm pretty sure I threw it in my little electronics thing. If not, we're gonna have an issue. Yep, there it is. Sold this Verizon Pantech thing. I'm not really sure what it does. I think it's like a router or something. But I paid $1 for this at a yard sale, and it sold for $7.94 with free shipping. So unfortunately, I'm out of poly bags to be able to fit these shoes in, so I'm gonna have to put them in a box. And what I do to get free boxes is I don't have any priority boxes from USPS that'll fit this. But what I do to get boxes is I go to Walmart in the middle of the night while they're putting stuff on the shelves, and I just ask them if I can take their cart full of boxes, and they let me. The only thing is you kind of have to prep the box a little bit, because USPS gets mad if you walk in and have barcodes. Also, I found that the health and beauty section has the best boxes of a whole bunch of different sizes. So what we got to do to prep this is we got to take a Sharpie and we got to cross out all the barcodes for sure. And you want to do this before you put tape on it. I go through and I mark pretty much everything out, or I put a line through it just so they know, like, hey, this is not what's going on. So yeah, we're just going to take the Sharpie and just kind of scribble through the barcodes. And I just kind of put lines through other stuff. But like I said, you want to do this before you put your tape down, so that way you don't tape over something and then have something not covered. If Rocco's Modern Life taught me anything, it was Recycle. Recycle. Like I said, technically all you have to do is the barcodes, but I like to black out everything. And then we will flip this over. Oh, looks like this box has a slight tear in it. But I've never had an issue getting boxes from Walmart at all. They almost always let me walk out of there with something, so. There we go, now we have a box prepped for my tennis shoes. Honestly, we might not even wrap them in bubble wrap. I was going to give them a small wrap, but they might bulge up out of the way. We're going to put at least one layer of bubble wrap over the top of it. You know what, we'll put one on the bottom too. We'll just flip it over like that. There we go. Just 2 layers. Because the box doesn't quite go all the way, but that'll be enough, so just gotta that didn't do shit. New plan. Double tape that one up, and then I always make sure there's no like huge holes on the corners or anything like that, because like I said, they do come a little imperfect, so I'll just throw one over there, kind of waterproof it down a little bit. There we go. One pair of shoes boxed, and I'll just put shoes. Now I can hear you all screaming through the video, but Lucas, that doesn't look very professional. And to that I say, yeah. I've never once had a complaint about boxes and how it gets shipped to the people. I mean, people really only care about the item's condition, and as long as it gets to them safe, I don't think buyers really care how it looks whenever they get to them. I mean, that's why I don't do like thank you cards or anything like that. Like, yeah, it's a nice gesture, but at the end of the day, they just want the item. They don't care about any of that other stuff. box prepared, and I was going to take this and I was going to put it in a priority box, but it's not going to fit in a small flat rate, and it's not going to fit in the one that I have the most of, which is long and thin. So the bottom of this bag, I don't know how well you can tell, is like cardboard, or there's something in here to keep it like its round shape while the rest of the bag is mesh. Like this bottom part is not, and I don't want to bend that, so I do just have a plain old box, and I'll just pay for insurance, a little bit of insurance on it, especially since it's so much. So we gotta put it inside of its little bag that it came with. It's this nice little mesh bag. If I can get it in there. Come on. There we go. And we'll seal this shut and kind of wrap it nicely, and we're going to take it and we're going to put it into a poly mailer. And all that's going to do is kind of waterproof it a little bit. I tried to put it in there sideways, but again with that bottom there's also a tassel that hangs off of it, and I don't want it to break either, so we're just going to kind of tuck it down, really fold it against itself. Let's make sure we have no issues getting that in the box. Perfect. I'm going to pull this in off camera so that I can get a good fold on it. There we go. And then for extra safety, you guys can say that I'm overpacking this all you want. When there's over $250 of profit, I'm gonna be a little safer. Oh, maybe this part's counterproductive. I don't know. We're gonna take you. Throw it in the box. There's still a little bit of give. So we're going to take another thing of bubble wrap. Just going to fold it in half. Create a layer for it to sit on. Just like that. We'll put one more over the top. The crazy thing is this thing's not really fragile. It's just got that one spot where it can really like bend. And I guess it's not waterproof, so there it's. And there we go. I have a feeling none of that was on camera, but we'll check it in post. Alright, we got all our labels printed and stuff like that, and now we're going to move into getting some stuff prepped for listing. Notice I say prepped for listing. We're going to work on hats, because I got quite a few hats sitting here that I need to get thrown on there. So we're going to start with this cool Kmart Kids Race Against Drugs hat that I found. I paid 50 cents for 3 hats, so whatever 50 divided by 3 is. So I'm going to try and stand you guys up here. Hopefully this camera angle is good. For photos, I use my Canon Rebel T6i that I've got. I had this, I was a sports editor, and I use this to take photos and stuff at games, so I use this, and the other reason I use this instead of my phone is I find it a lot easier to get my photos off of this onto my computer rather than trying to get it off my phone. So we're gonna make this hat stand up nice and straight. There we go, and we're just gonna snap our pictures real fast of it. Pull out my towels. This is my very budget-friendly photo setup. This is probably as fancy as it'll get, but it gets the job done. So we'll take our photos real fast. Get the front and the back. Try and set it up a little more. It's kind of flattened out a little bit over time. There we go. Now, I remember the big problem with this hat is there was a giant name written on the inside of it, so we gotta kind of move a little bit, get that angle. And then, of course, always get a picture of the tag. And there we go. So this item is now photographed, and we will switch over to the laptop. Alright, so after I take the photos, I move over to my spreadsheet on Google Docs, and I log it. I did buy this hat in June, so that's why I'm in the June tab. And the way I have it set up is I have, obviously, the item name, how much I bought it for, and when I buy big lots, I just average everything out per how many listings that I get out of it. And then I have how much I sold it for, how much I charged them for shipping, how much I actually paid for shipping, and then how much was deposited into PayPal. So the way I do this is, like, you can figure out your PayPal fee by taking your sold amount plus charged amount minus PayPal deposit, and that's how you easily find your PayPal fee. And notice I don't have a spot for my eBay fees, because whenever I'm done with the spreadsheet, or done for the month, I add everything up and I just take my eBay fees out at the very end rather than per item. But the way I figure out my plus minus is you take PayPal deposit, and then you subtract how much you paid for shipping, or how much you paid for shipping, and then how much you initially paid for the item. So for that Marvel Avengers lot, by the time I averaged it out, I paid $1.42 for that lot. I sold it for $24.94. It cost them $9.45 to ship it to me, and I paid paid $9.45 for me to ship it to them. I only paid $8.09 to ship it to them, and then their total deposit into PayPal was $33.09. So you take $33.09 minus $8.09 minus $24.94, and you get $23.58, or minus $1.42. Sorry, it's been a long morning, and you come out to $23.58 in profit on that item. So that's pretty cool. And as you can see over here, I have how much I spent on packing supplies this month. I haven't figured out my total eBay fees and stuff, so I'm not quite done with June. Plus, I still have a bunch of stuff behind me that I have to log. So we'll go down here, and we'll add this Kmart Kids Race Against Drugs snapback hat. And I don't have my phone, so we'll just kind of 0.5 divided by 3. Comes out to 17 cents a hat. 0.17 per that hat. Okay, so we're done with that. It is now logged into the system, and now we go over here into my Google Doc for eBay items that need listed. So whenever I'm taking photos, I also type out my description while I'm at it. So we'll do Kmart, well, you know what, vintage Kmart Kids Race Against Drugs snapback hat. And I'll go down here and I'll put, like, hat is in good condition, holds its shape well, no yellowing. We won't say no yellowing. We'll say, actually, I'm gonna say no yellowing. No yellowing on the hats. Very few pulled threads in the stitching. Bill has no bends. there is a name written on the inside of the hat, but it is not visible from the front of the hat. And then I forgot to grab my scale, but this is only like 4 ounces, if that. And then I'll put down here 4 ounces, and then normally if I have an easy way of measuring it, like if it's a big box or something like that, I can throw the measurement down real fast, and I'll put it in the description. So that hat is completely done, and then I can take it and put it on the shelf where it goes. So that's kind of how my system works. I already filmed an outro, but one thing I forgot to mention was the reason why I do it this way, why I put it in a Google Doc online and stuff like that, all my descriptions and stuff, is sometimes I have some free time when I'm at work. Like I said, I do this part-time, and if I have free time at work, I can just pull up that Google Doc, pop my flash drive in that has all my photos on it, and I can just list from work without having to, you know, like, oh, I can't remember, did this have a stain on it or something like that, and I can't really see it. Like, the description's already right there. I can just copy and paste it over, put in the weight of it, some measurements and shipping, and get it listed really simple and really fast. So I like to think that I do most of the work now in the photograph and listing stage, and then finish it up whenever I actually list it. So yeah, that's kind of the explanation for that there. So now we'll go to the outro that I already recorded. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this video. There's really not much more to show. You've kind of seen how my system works. We packed up some items, we sold some items, we went and bought some items, and I feel like this was a really good video. I'm really happy with how this video turned out, and I can't wait to edit it and put it together, which I'm probably going to do. I'm probably going to photograph these hats and take a break from working and let the dog out and stuff like that. So yeah, if you like this video, make sure you click that thumbs up button and subscribe down below. I always appreciate it. And leave a comment telling me what you sold this week, and or what you were listing this week. You know, it's really cool to know that kind of stuff. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope I will see you all in the next one.